Word.
Oh my God.
Good evening, massive. Welcome to United Real Therapy. Welcome everybody, Therapy Army. How are we doing? What a game that was. We've got to talk about it. I'm coming on the stream feeling super envious. That's how I'm feeling. What an absolute football game that was tonight. What a football game between two teams. But Bayern Munich, suicide FC, mate. Suicide halfway line business. Yeah. I'm telling you, that's what Bayern Munich were tonight. That is what Bayern Munich were tonight. But what a game, guys. Can we just react to that game? Did you watch that game? I didn't bother watching Chelsea, Porto.
I watched it,
man. Bayern Munich. Talk to me, Irfan.
I mean, to be honest with you, for a neutral, the goal after 3 minutes, it opened it up. Treacherous conditions, right? But I've always got this thing about Bayern's defence. I've always got that thing. I always thought if Mbappe gets a chance, that's it. And to be honest with you, their defending was crazy today, right?
Suicide,
but then if you look at suicide. But then you look at all the chances they've had. Look at the positional play they had. Look at the chances. Look how terrible Sané was today. Even Coleman, decision making, really poor.
To be fair, Zidane was unlucky today. He wasn't that bad. He was unlucky.
He was taking too many touches. He wasn't delivering when he should have. Come on, man.
Hailstone added to it.
No, he did it the whole. He did it the whole game. He did it the whole game.
His technique that don't come up on his hailstone, man.
Come on, man. Gnabry and Lewandowski would have done the business today if they got the chances.
Yeah. You know what, man? It made me realize, man, how far we are, man. That's what he did tonight. You know what I mean? Bloody hell. How far are we away, mate?
You know what, right? If Bayern Munich and PSG, it's like they live in the penthouse and they've paid off the mortgage. We live in the ground floor flat that we're renting with a mashed up window and a leaky roof, and our landlord charging us more rent and we're still paying it. That's the equivalent. That's where we're at.
And the landlord is fencing dirty money. And the landlord is fencing dirty money. Don't forget that part. Yeah.
Yeah. Exactly. There are so many levels above us. It's
just the intensity tonight, the sheer intensity. You know what I mean? It was good to watch, man. Sometimes it's good to watch and refresh, where we used to be. You know what I mean? It was good to watch football as a neutral, but it made me realize, that if PSG was struggling with Bayern without Lewandowski, for me, it's just the way they were playing football and the way, everything was so structured. You know what I mean? The two sets of managers, different styles of play, but brilliant game tonight. And I thought Bayern Munich were unlucky tonight. I really did. I think they had 29 shots to PSG's 31. Wow.
Yeah.
It just shows you, man. You know what I mean?
6 shots and scored.
If you've got a philosophy and you've got a style of play, doesn't matter if one player goes out. Doesn't matter if another player goes out. Look at Choupo-Moting. If we had Choupo-Moting, mate, we'd make him look like what he used to be at Stoke. But Bayern Munich raised levels.
Yeah, but who would supply him though? Who's going to give crosses?
That's what I mean. Yeah, you know what I mean. That's what I'm saying. So
Anyway, let's get on. This is a preview. Okay, Oli Bumbaye, go on, have your say. Go on, let me know. What do you think of that game tonight?
Credit to football, amazing game. The narrative of the game was beautiful. Bayern were just relentless, so much quality, but there's always a chance the way Bayern went for it that was going to happen to them. And that was just a magnificent game from start to finish. And I have to big up that referee, let the game flow really well.
So the Spanish referee, I think the Spanish referee.
I know him. I don't usually like him, but I must say today he was excellent. Amazing game. And if, Herr Dick wants to know how to turn things around, give Ollie a call, man. He'll let you know.
Hand Flick, that's his name, Hand Flick. Brilliant. Listen. This is the preview.
The game's not done.
United versus Granada, and we're also celebrating the first Asian footballer getting a professional contract at Man United. The first ever Asian Mancunian getting his first contract at Man United. Big up Zidane Iqbal. What a player. Man United putting it technical player. Big up, man. We know the family, so we're bigging him up. We're bigging him up with our chest out tonight. We're not putting any pressure on him, but it is a milestone, and the milestone needs to be celebrated because he's the first. He's part Asian. He's mixed heritage, Iraqi and Asian and Pakistani player, Mancunian player to ever sign a professional contract with any of the Manchester teams, and it's that the club of our own heart, mate, Man United. So big up Zidane, Iqbal. No pressure, so no pressure. Just do your thing, man. Just work hard, do your thing, and let your silky skills do.
Well said, Dino.
You know what I mean? Let your silky skills do the work, man. That's what we need. Anyway, this is a preview to what Champions League tonight, Europa League tomorrow, Thursday night, you're having a laugh. Thursday night, Europa, that's what we want.
It was just, you know how funny it is, yeah.
Oh my God. But anyway, this is Granada versus Manchester United preview. Come on, guys. What do you know about Granada? Let me test your knowledge tonight. Where is Granada? Whereabouts in Spain is Granada? And who's been
south of Spain? It's the south of Spain.
Right.
I'll go first. I listened to another podcast and got some information. So they were in. So this isn't me. So they were in League 2. They've bounced up to League 1. They were doing pretty well, but they conceded the most goals in Spain. But I'm going into this game at this stage of the competition. Yeah, we are favourites, but that means all the pressure is on United. So we have to go into this game. You know, what I mean, not just sleepwalk into it, because this is a technical team, Spanish team. They've got a good young manager. And I think, you know, I always think we're going to get the win, but it's hopefully we can bang a few goals. But I'm not sure what's going to happen. But they have got nothing to lose. They're coming into this game to make history. They could slay a giant. So it's not easy from the psychological perspective. That's the only thing that I'm wary of.
No, listen, this team, they're 9th in the Spanish league, right? They are owned by the same family that own Udinese and Watford, right? They are a feeder club to Watford. They're in the Championship, right?
Second.
If we're a serious club, we should be brushing this team aside. I'm not saying we will, but if we do not get a result in Granada, Ollie, don't even bother getting that plane back to England, mate. Because we're talking about Ollie, questioning Ollie at the end of the season if he doesn't win the trophy. What are we saying if he goes out to this Spanish pub team? We've got to beat them. That's as far as I'm concerned. We should be we should be beating them.
They're not a pub team, though, Proctor. They're not a pub team. Come on, it's a bit harsh, that. Even the worst teams in La Liga can pass the ball. They got more of a coaching style and play or a way they move the ball than we have. Even the worst teams in La Liga have. Everybody knows that. You don't have to watch it for 5 minutes. You can see it straight away.
Listen, at the end of the day, I'm just saying we are Manchester United.
Well, no, we should beat them. I agree with you.
After watching that game today, Bayern Munich against PSG, I don't want to hear any United fan talking about Granada as being a proper team. We should be putting them to bed. And if we don't put them to bed, then things are far, far worse than I ever imagined in terms of where we are. We should be beating them. End of. That's just my view.
I don't know. I see it as a bit of a banana skin, this one. I see it as one of our bananas.
Come on, man. It's Granada.
No, we should beat them easily. But this United team, I just don't trust them. I still don't trust them.
I will beat these easily. They lost on the weekend 3-0 convincingly. I know Villarreal are doing well in their league, but their track record, even defensively, is absolutely terrible. You know what I mean? I think we'll win this convincingly. I think maybe 2 or 3-0, you know. I think for me, Spanish teams don't cut. Yeah, I think you listen to me. As much as I think of Oli, you know what I mean? I think these kind of games, Spanish team as well, I think, you know, the way that Spanish, I don't think they cope well with pace. You know, we've got a lot of power in there. You know what I mean? We've got Pogba's Fak. You know, we've got Donny, you know, I mean, who came on and did have a touch of the ball, but his kind of movement helped Mason Greenwood. So I'm thinking these kind of teams, I'm okay. It's when you get to the semi-final, you play Ajax or Roma. You know what I mean? They've got a bit about them. That's where I'm concentrating about. This one, for me, I'm going to sit back and relax, you know what I mean? And just enjoy. Probably basically we would get a couple of goals, you know what I mean? Get a bit, you know what I mean, momentum, and then we move on. This is almost like a training match, this one. You know what I mean? Get the training done, and then we move to the next round, you know? Yeah, honestly, I'm being serious, man. This is going to be easy. Very easy. I'm so confident about this, man. You don't understand.
We mashed this up. I'm definitely tuning into United Therapy for you, boys.
No, no, well, listen, but we'll be fine. We'll be fine, man. We'll be fine.
But listen, last time we played a veteran against a team that had a veteran, no European pedigree.
Oh, yeah, Denver Bar.
Yeah, and a veteran striker. We got done over. So,
how many players do you know? Come on, I'm testing your knowledge now. How many players?
They've got Kennedy from Newcastle or Chelsea, is it?
Yeah,
Soldado.
Chelsea.
Have they got that?
Kennedy's actually a really good player. I rate him. I think Kennedy's a good player.
The centre back's quite good, apparently. What's the guy? He's from I don't know if it's Senegal or something like that. What's his name?
Mm-hmm. Good
centre back. I forgot what his name was. It was touted in Europe as a good what's it called? He was on the market. I don't know where he's. 1 second.
I know, here's a fact for you. I know their strike force has got a combined age of 73 years old.
Yeah, they got a 38-year-old guy on the bench.
And you got Uncle Soldado out there as well.
Yeah, exactly.
No, this game, you know what? The boys should be going and beating this team. But the only thing that I am cautious about, as I said, is when there's a team that they could completely fall apart and play the occasion, but they can make history. They could slay a giant. So unless we go and clip them and the quality is there and that's it, or if it's a game, then they're gonna try, man. They're gonna really, really try to make a name for themselves because they got nothing to lose. If they lose, nobody's gonna. It's not gonna make the front page. Nothing.
That's
what I mean. So that's the danger.
Banana skin. That's why he said it's a small banana skin. It's not the biggest.
Yeah, this is it.
Yeah.
What worries me the Barcelona game? The Barcelona, when they won the first leg, didn't they? Was it the first leg they won against Barcelona?
I'm not sure. I don't know, bro.
I'm sure they did. They beat the first leg. Kennedy and I think someone else scored, and they were 2-0 up apparently. And then Barcelona came back.
You guys are calling them a pub team, and they beat Barcelona in the cup. You're saying?
Yeah, I'm sure they did. You know what I mean? I remember they was winning the first leg.
They're not a pub team.
They're definitely not a pub team.
Not a pub team. I don't know what.
I don't know where you get your confidence from. I mean, I understand confidence, but this is a bit.
Far from it. To me, what is really tragic and sad for them is that the first time they've come against a great club by name, Man United, and could you imagine their fans in Manchester? Their fans in the stadium taking it off because United are the biggest club they've played in Europe. You know what I mean? So their history. So that would have been amazing. Guys, there's about 50 of you in here. Please subscribe, like, share the link. You cannot build this therapy. You can't be a member of the therapy army without you guys. It's a joyous adventure that we're on.
The thing is, guys, you got to remember in the Europa League they've done well. You know, when you look at it, Napoli's no easy means. You know, that's my worry. Napoli.
I think Napoli would smash us. Me personally.
Yeah, I think they would.
Yeah, they won them.
Let me ask you guys a question then, right? Considering that when we lost to Seville in the Champions League a few seasons ago, and Mourinho said what he said, the whole fan base went mental. Yeah,
but that was a terrible game, though. Terrible.
Yeah, but what would your reaction be if we don't get past Granada in this tournament?
Depends on how the game goes, though.
Irrespective of how the game goes. Should we be getting past teams like Granada? Should we? Yes or no?
Yeah.
Yes, we should.
Yeah. So if we don't, what's your reaction going to be? If we don't,
my reaction, I'm going to lose the plot, mate.
Well, let's say, all right. Let's say you turn up. Let's say you turn up, and we pepper the goal, and it's just not our day, and they nick one. What am I going to do? Just go berserk, go ballistic?
It's 180 minutes. It's not a one-off game. It's not a one-off game. It's 180 minutes. So if we can't over 180 minutes, what is your reaction going to be, Oli Bomaye?
Well, we're going to have to take the first leg. Then you're probably going to do your post-interview here. Either we're going to be sat here saying, yeah, we enjoyed it, put our feet in cold water, relaxed, or we're going to be saying, right, boys, you're 1-0 down or whatever happens. You didn't deserve to lose. Now you've got to go and do second half against Brighton. You have to go. That's the pressure. And these kind of games and these are good testing grounds for this team that is always making, where you have to sink or swim in these instances. I believe that. I think, this is how you build character in a team. So went down against Brighton, as you seen last week. Shocker. Right, okay. What I like is we did not panic. We went through a period of, it was panic mode, 100 miles an hour, nothing's happening, into brick walls. Now, okay, relax, 45 minutes, we did the job. So I have to wait and see, Chris, first leg. Obviously, we'll be sat here having a conversation. And then after 180 minutes, then we can know. You can't really ask me that just now.
The
No,
worrying
but that's
thing
why I'm
is,
saying I expect us to win. That's why I'm saying over 180 minutes, if Manchester United lose, that's completely unacceptable. To me, that's probably, in terms of magnitude, would be one of our worst ever results in European football.
Without a doubt. Without a doubt.
yeah.
Go out to Granada in this tournament. Yeah,
Absolutely.
So
my worry is, I think my worry is just the level of performances for me. I'm not been enjoying watching United. I really haven't, and regardless of Ollie in, Ollie out, and this and that. I don't know how it's with you guys, but have you been enjoying watching United as a whole? For me, I just look at Man United. I just look at him. I think, are we in survival mode to the end of the season? We're just surviving. When you're just surviving and you go through the motions, you by any means, you know what I mean. And in reality, I look at Man United. I think we've got the quality of the bench to change it around. And you look at Van der Beek coming on, creating that bit of movement. We score a goal, and after that, we didn't really look like we're going to score. I almost think that Man United are just surviving at the minute, and I don't think you could. How you switch the tap on? I don't think Man United can switch the tap on and win this Europa League. I really can't, because and the proof is in the pudding. Because when you look at the game against Leicester, we're winning games, and people are saying to me, "Why are you always moaning about Man United? We're winning." But in reality, when you look at the Leicester game, when you come up against a team that are quality, and for me, they have a system and style of play, you can't turn the tap on. You can't make false substitutions.
No, you can't. You
can't do that, and that's my worry. And that's why, for me, I always say, when I go to Solskjaer, he doesn't plan to play a style of play that is going to be in sync for the whole season. He just takes it game by game, and I feel like it's almost survival mode. Since that 6-1, Man United have been in survival mode. Since that game, and since the turn of the year, when we look like we're not going to win a title, it's like, you know what, we won't be pretty, but we'll have players that'll get us out of bail. And you know what? It works out, because then we're Man United are winning. But in the long run, it's not sustainable. And for me, as a manager, you can't have that mentality of, you know what, let's survive. You know what I mean? You know what? I don't need to give tactics on the touchline. These guys know what to do. They know what to do. You know what I mean? They know how to bail themselves out. And that's the reality, Man United. We've always been getting ourselves out of trouble. And when we don't, the Champions League knockout, you know what I mean? The FA Cup, the Carabao Cup. These are the reasons. You know what I mean?
I'm gonna come to that, but listen, in terms of the game tomorrow, in terms of personnel, we all know about Man United's shortcomings. Are we being too hard? Players have been playing 3 games. We haven't got Ollie's not made use of his squad since we got whacked the 6-1 by Spurs. Obviously, Ollie referred to defensive football. We all understand that. We all know that. I predicted it straight away because I thought this is what he's going to do. We're going to see what we're going to see tomorrow. And did any of you catch Ollie's press conference today? Do you know that Marcus Rashford is traveling now?
Yeah.
Is traveling. Can you believe that, people? Like, I'm sorry to say, but
again, that comes out to the survival mode. You know, he has got no option, has he?
But this is one game. This is one game. You think Man United are going to be all right without Marcus Rashford? This is one game because we're going to need him for the Tottenham game. We need to get some sort of revenge on Sunday. So, what do you think about continuously Marcus Rashford getting played continuously? What do you think, guys? Because
I think
it's hard for me to believe.
I think, man, look, the fact that we are at the home stretch of this season now, am I just going to answer back to Said what he said? Am I enjoying watching Man United? Sometimes. Like first half, Brighton, no. Second half, Brighton, there were things to be proud of. They really turned it around. Different team. We've played some big teams.
I don't know. You're stretching there, Ali. You're stretching. You know what I mean? I don't know about that game.
No, bro, that's one example. But, Chelsea, I thought were really good. City, PSG, Leipzig. There have been a lot of games where I've enjoyed things and I've liked what I'm seeing because I'm looking for instances of progress, not just great football. I know I'm not going to get that yet, but I am wanting that next season. So when we're having these conversations next year, bro, I'm going to be like, hang on a minute, man. If you're going to do Fred McTominay and we're not moving forward and this is it and we're going to go through that again, no. And I think Ollie and everybody has the right to expect improvements in terms of fluidity and stuff like that. What was the second part? About Ollie, yeah, home stretch. I think now really we've secured second. It's okay to take it each game at a time.
We've not secured
second. You think we got second? What are you on, man?
Sorry. Excuse me. Top four. Excuse me.
Top four. Yeah. Top four.
Yeah. Top four secured. We're in Europa League.
I won't
do take it. No. Look, do take it one game at a time, man. And you know what? Do take it one game at a time. And I think now, for example, Tottenham have to win the game. So why take it one game at a time? You know, don't throw it into their hands. Let them come onto you and bang them on the break. Use our strengths. I've got no issue with that. We play for results now until the end of the season. Finish points-wise, results-wise, good. Take that momentum. Go into next season with it. Because it's not going to happen. We're going to revolutionize our play in the last 10, 12 games. I can't see it. So do take one game at a time. That's how I see it.
Yeah, but the problem is, he even said today, he said, Rashford's probably not going to play 90 minutes.
Okay.
So he's obviously not fit. So why are you running the man into the ground? That's the issue, isn't it?
Because that's what he's been doing, hasn't he? He's been running Rashford into the ground for how long now? How long?
Yeah, exactly.
He's a desperate guy. He sees what the team is like without Rashford. He's desperate. Yeah. Like you said, he's desperate. You know, you saw the game against. He didn't play against Leicester, did he? Rashford.
But I mean,
Rashford, Rashford is vital to this team, man. And if he's traveling, what's the harm? Maybe he plays, maybe he doesn't play. You know, he might not even play him, but if he comes on for 15 minutes, primes him for Tottenham, there's nothing wrong with that. He's not going to play 90 minutes.
I think in the grand scheme of, what's the bigger game? The Granada away game, where we've got 180 minutes, or the game against Tottenham?
Equal. I think the Granada game.
No, they're equal.
Right. So we're basically gambling on Rashford tomorrow by playing him when he's not fit. And and in a game where we've got a second leg, so even if it doesn't go right for us tomorrow, against a team, in my view, are not like, the ninth in the Spanish league, and you're going to play him and break him and potentially risk losing him for the rest of the season?
Well, wait a second. Don't you think we should have the chat with who do you think the team's going to be, Nuruddin? Don't you think we should ask, what do you think the team's going to be for tomorrow? What's the prediction? Who do you think is going to play? De Gea is back in net, yeah?
Let me try something here. 1 second.
Basically, they asked Ollie, would Ahmad be involved? And he said, yeah, of course, he's closer to starting. He's getting more and more used to our expectations and standards. The training, the level of intensity in games are over here. He did well when he played 45 minutes against Milan. Definitely a bright star. We are gradually going to see him play more and start. Start might come now. It'll come in a little while. So he's still saying he's in a little while. He's in this. So we shall see.
This is that screen there.
Yeah.
Okay. So what are you guys saying? Keeper. It's a key decision, isn't it? For me, I'm going to Gea.
I think De Gea is going to start tomorrow.
What are you guys saying?
De Gea is going to start.
Yeah. De Gea, yeah? Cool.
Yeah.
Right back. Who we saying?
Wan-Bissaka.
Wan-Bissaka's playing.
Yeah.
Wan-Bissaka playing a lot of games, doesn't he now? Bloody hell, man. He's an athlete.
Because we haven't got backup though, have we? Who could take his place?
Williams could play. Williams could play tomorrow.
I would give him more games.
No, it's going to be Wan-Bissaka.
I'm just saying to you, everyone asked the question, who's the backup? Williams could play tomorrow.
Yeah.
He
could.
I wouldn't have a problem with Williams, to be honest.
Nah,
when was the last time he played? You've not seen Williams in months.
Yeah, he won the bib challenge today on Twitter.
But he won't play him. You think that for this game, you would think he would play Williams. He would play some of the fringe guys, the bench guys, but he won't. He's going to play Wan-Bissaka. We know.
Yeah, he'll play Wan-Bissaka. Yeah.
He's going to play
this one.
He's going to play Maguire. They already picked up.
Let's go with the team that he should play. Then is that what we're saying?
No, this is the team he's going to play.
Yeah, we'll go for the
Oh,
team.
you-
He's gonna play. Yeah.
Do you-
All right. then.
so you're going with the team that you think he's going to play, or the team that we think he should play? What is it? We're
No,
doing?
the team he's going to play.
No, we can
Okay,
do that
okay.
afterwards. You can do that afterwards, Nuruddin. We'll pick our own team afterwards. Yeah.
Okay.
Let's pick the one we think he's
Go
gonna
on.
do. Yeah.
Go on,
Right,
then.
Okay,
Lindelof
so
and Bailly,
Lindelof, yeah.
Lindelof and Maguire.
Yeah, Maguire.
Maguire, yeah.
No shot for Twanzebe in there, you reckon? No.
Jones, man, Jones.
I would play Twanzebe and Maguire. Me personally, that's what I would do.
Yeah.
Twanzebe games.
He's not got
Nah.
enough game time to play him this year.
Twanzebe.
He's going to
Yeah,
play
so I
Tellez, I think, tomorrow, left back.
Yeah, Tellez,
Yeah, I think it'll be
definitely.
Tellez.
He's going to play Tellez tomorrow.
Yeah.
Tellez
I think
tomorrow.
Tellez is going to play as well.
Right, this
So
was
are we
interesting,
picking
right?
who we think is going to pick now? Or are we picking what we want to pick?
No,
No,
we're
who
picking
he's
what
going
we
to
think
pick.
he's going to pick.
Oh, he's going to pick.
Yeah, that's what I
He's
said.
gonna
That's what I said.
Yeah. This is
All right.
interesting for me. I think he'll play Matic in there. European night. He's done that in Europe a lot of times now, Matic in there.
He
Well,
might
you
do.
guys-
Yeah, he might do. Yeah, he might do actually, Saeed.
If
Yeah,
he's playing
good.
Pogba, then yeah.
You know
I
what?
think he
Please,
can
there's
play
about
Pogba.
70 of you in here. Like, share, subscribe. We cannot build this therapy army without you guys.
Yeah, man.
Please get your 11s in the comments, and I'll
Yeah.
shout about who do you think is going to play tomorrow as we go through this team. We're picking now what we think Ollie's going to play tomorrow.
Yeah.
And then we'll pick the team that we think he should play. So go on.
Right. So this one we're going for Matic, yeah? On one of them.
Most likely, yeah.
What on Pogba?
Pogba.
Pogba. Yeah, it makes sense. Right. This is where it gets interesting now. Because you remember there's no Martial.
Yeah.
I believe he won't start Rashford, but then again, I don't know what you guys are saying.
I think he might not start Rashford. I think James might
I
start.
think he's going to start James. I'm going to put James on the right wing. Yeah. I think
Before you do that, it's Mata is in the squad.
Yeah.
Mata's in the
But
squad.
is he fit though? That's the problem. How many game time has he had?
Listen. Tomorrow, are we away? Yeah.
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 So we're going. I think he might go full strong to get that away goal. Maybe end the tie nice and early.
Maybe.
You don't think so? You don't think so?
Now, to be
Start,
fair,
like you said,
listen,
bro. Like you said, listen.
is
Like
Granada
you said,
not gonna happen, yes or no?
Yeah,
like
they
you
did.
said,
This ain't no
he
joke,
might,
guys.
bro.
This ain't
He
no
might.
joke. I still expect United to win, but this is no joke. I think on the left hand side, Dan James is gonna start, not the right. The
Yeah,
left.
James is going to be on the
Yeah.
left. Yeah, I agree.
Do you know what I'm thinking?
Yeah,
If he's
jeez.
going to get the goal, he might start Rashford and give him, see how it goes. Try and get the goal early, and then relax.
Bruno's definitely
Maybe.
gonna play in the hole.
No, Donny, no game time for Donny.
No.
No. Yeah, you don't trust Donny. You don't trust him.
Yeah, I don't trust him. On the right, for me, I would give Diallo a chance. You know.
Yeah, Diallo. But that's what. But he's not gonna do that. I think
No,
Donny
he's not
might
gonna
be
do that.
Greenwood.
He's not going to do that.
He might
He's
play
going to play Greenwood. He's going to play Greenwood there.
Greenwood now
and then
front. Cavani, I'm done with Cavani.
Cavani
now.
up
I'm
top.
not.
Cavani up top.
Yeah,
He's going to play
Cavani up top.
Cavani up top.
Saeed, you were telling me to eat my words.
I know, man.
I told you the guy's
Yo,
in
man.
control. But anyway,
I
he
think
might
he's
turn up
finished.
tomorrow. He's
never
got at
know.
least 70, 80 minutes on his lungs now. He might turn up tomorrow.
So we say Greenwood on the right.
Greenwood on the right
Greenwood,
and Cavani up top. That's what the predicted team I think is going to play.
Greenwood up
Yeah.
top. Okay.
Agreed. Yeah.
I think Fred, you know what? I think he might play Fred.
No,
Fred-
Cavani, Saeed, Cavani up at the top. Right.
Oh,
Sorry.
Sorry.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's
the team.
his
David De
team.
Gea,
Yeah.
Wan-Bissaka, Lindelof, Maguire, Tellez, Matic, Pogba, Bruno in the 10, Daniel James on the right, Mason Greenwood, and Cavani. Right, that's what Ollie would pick.
That's what Ollie would pick.
Yeah. So let's
Are we
pick our
agreed
11.
on that? Are we agreed that that's the team we would pick?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think so. I think so.
Yeah.
Well,
Right, let's
see
pick what we
tomorrow,
wanna
right,
do now.
see. Someone take a
Bailly's got
screenshot of
COVID.
that.
He's got COVID, people.
Bailly's got COVID.
Right, you know what I don't get though? I don't get this, yeah? When you guys watching the Instagram live of Bailly, he seems, you know what? He seemed all right, yeah, but what's it called? Diallo was with him, right next to him, hugging him. So I don't understand this story, you know. I think there's something going wrong, you know.
No, because he failed the test, Saeed. He
But they're with each other
They're
for the whole time.
asymptomatic, bro.
Listen, he tested positive. But Diallo, when Diallo's had the second test and the third test, he tested negative.
I don't know, man. I think something's going fishy there, man. I'm telling
They're
you.
asymptomatic.
You know
man.
what I
They're
mean? I don't know, man.
asymptomatic.
Yeah, you know what? You know what? So one thing I want.
You could be on strike.
Guys, there's 70 of you in here. Please like, share, and subscribe.
Yeah, man.
Share the link. Let's build this army. Here we go. We got a virtual team for you, right? Wipe that team now. That's what we think the team is going to be. De Gea. It's going to be Wan-Bissaka.
Right,
It's going to be Lindelof, Maguire, Telles.
Just remember it for tomorrow, Nuruddin. Remember it for tomorrow. Remember it. Yeah.
Right. This is our team now. I'm guessing we all got De Gea.
No, actually, you know what? Let's go. Listen. Yeah. Oh, you wiped it already. It's all right.
What do you want? What formation? You still want to do this formation, or you want to go for? You want to go for this 4-2-3-1? 4-2.
Yeah.
No, that's what he's going to play. He's not going to play any of the formation.
No, Nuruddin. We're doing hours now. We're not doing
Hours,
hours.
yeah.
Hours.
We know, but we know what. To me, okay, we're going to do 4-4-3, 4-3-3. Let's do
4-3-3. Yeah.
Okay.
That's my preferred formation.
Are we going with De Gea or would you keep Henderson? Because if Henderson's
De
now
Gea,
at
get De
the
Gea
end
in.
of the season,
Yeah.
why would
De
you
Gea's
swap the
gotta
keeper
play.
out?
Yeah.
No, I know you're saying De Gea, but do we think that? I think that Henderson should play.
Henderson can play the Spurs
We'll
game.
do a vote, and we'll do a vote. Noridi, what's your vote? Henderson or De Gea?
You know what? I think David to come back. He's going back to lovely Spain in the sun. David to play. I think.
De Gea, Henderson. That's 1-1. And what about you, brother? Henderson
think-
or
Me?
yeah?
I think De Gea definitely.
De Gea for me.
Yeah.
Ali, what about you?
Okay, you
De
guys
Gea,
win.
man.
De Gea?
Yeah, De Gea.
Yeah, that's it. De Gea then. Cool.
Right.
Right back. We're all unanimous on Wan-Bissaka, aren't we?
Yeah.
Yeah, we go with
I
that.
prefer Williams, but
I prefer Williams. I'm having Williams.
No,
Give Wan-Bissaka a break.
who's going to decide? Who's going to
Wait, let's
decide?
have it. Well, there's
Ali will
You know
decide.
what? Actually, no. I'm not because they did beat Napoli, and Napoli are a good team. So I'm going with Wan-Bissaka.
Yeah. We have to be sensible here.
Okay.
What are we saying? I'm going for.
Even though I think positionally in the air, in the box, Williams is better player than Wan-Bissaka. Positionally in the box, he doesn't get caught. Williams clears that ball away, but that's just me. So go on.
Yeah. I'm going to go here. I'm going to go for Tuanzebe and Maguire. What do you guys think?
Nah, man. Maguire, yeah.
I think that's a good shout. I think that's a good shout, Tuanzebe and Maguire. I think it's a decent shout.
Man, you know,
I think they've got Soldado up front. I know Eric Barr gave Tuanzebe a tough time.
Denver Bar, yeah.
Yeah, Denver Bar, but
Yeah.
Denver Bar he's still quick, isn't he? And Soldado's not. So yeah, why not? You know,
Yeah, I would go with Tuanzebe and Maguire.
Yeah,
Okay,
let's go with Tuanzebe.
Bad idea, boys. You're asking for trouble.
They've got 70 combined age of 78 up front. I mean, if we can't defend against that, then
No, 73, bro. It's still dangerous.
Yeah.
yeah.
Tellez,
Right.
I'm cool with Tellez, yeah.
Yeah. What are we saying? Two pivots.
No, I'm gonna play. If I had the chance, I would play.
No, pick your player, man. Pick your player.
I'm gonna
Pick
play.
a player.
I think Donny will play for me tomorrow. Donny will start 100%.
Yeah,
Donny
boys,
Pogba,
I've got it.
Matic.
Yeah.
Donny Pogba, Matic will start.
Donny and Matic. Oh,
Yeah.
that's a good one.
Donny
Donny
Matic.
the 10.
Lads,
No,
you
Pogba
need
10. Pogba
Pogba
forward.
10. We'll give Bruno a bit of a rest on the bench. Put Bruno on the bench tomorrow, mate.
McTominay, Fred, and Matic, boys. That's how we go.
No.
No, nobody's getting through nowhere.
Donny plays tomorrow.
That's a good, very balanced.
Yeah.
You know, they can change as well. If they want to,
of
you can
course.
come here, you can switch around.
Exactly.
Of course.
I was saying as well, this could work out. Matic, Bruno, and
Donny.
what was it again? What was I saying? Pogba, Donny van der Beek, and Bruno.
Yeah, they
That
can
could work
play.
as well.
Yeah.
One of our best games this season, one of our best games against Everton. That first half, Everton did not touch the ball, man. We hemmed them in.
Yeah, hung them in.
It was Matic,
I know.
Donny, Bruno, Pogba all on the pitch.
All on
and
the
then
pitch.
Cavani scored that fantastic goal.
Yeah.
And then Martial scored the other goal, 2-0.
Left wing.
To me, tomorrow,
James.
who I would play, I will play. I'll give it Dan James, Dan James, because we haven't got anybody else.
Yeah. We got Elanga. He's ready.
Yeah. Maybe you can come on. I will play Ahmed tomorrow. Me on the right.
I would play Ahmed. What do you guys say?
I would play Ahmed as well. I'd play Ahmed as well.
Yeah, Ahmed would be nice.
Yeah.
Are we getting a bit
Then I'll play
excited?
Greenwood up front.
Greenwood
Greenwood up front. Greenwood definitely number 9, man.
Yeah.
Let's have a look at that team. Let's go through that team.
Wait, take a screenshot of it, man, so we can see tomorrow. Let's see. So we remember, yeah?
Well, it's there, it's recorded.
Do you know what's nice about this team?
On the stream
You've
anyway.
got two midfielders that can play through the lines. You've got Pogba, who's got great passing, and you've got great pace and movement up front. Very mobile team.
Very balanced. You know what? That's a team. That's a team that suggests this team that we're playing against can't put two passes together, and there's going to be no need for any defensive cover whatsoever there.
No, I think that there is defensive cover. The one thing about it, Dan James can cover back and help out. Tell us.
Yeah, in the centre. Who's in the centre? Who's
they got Matic there covering.
Matic and Van der Beek.
These guys can press. Look, if they could compress these lot here, if we could get them, because these are Spanish team, by the way, and they're not going to be press resistant. We can squeeze them up the pitch here. You know, I think we'll be decent. You know what I mean? Then hopefully Twanzebe can make sure we get high line maybe, and then these guys can go bomb forward. Then you got 3.
And
so
these guys as a free.
As a free.
Okay, so what he asks a question: why wouldn't he pick this team? Why wouldn't Ollie pick this team?
Well, Ollie, that's Ollie, you know what I mean?
No. Why don't we tell the viewers why he wouldn't pick this team? Tell him.
This is a brilliant team. Brilliant team, I think this is. But you know,
that's a attacking team. That's a team set up to get goals. And the thing about Spanish teams,
Lewis makes a good point.
They play a high line. Spanish team tend to play almost halfway lineage. So there,
we've got plenty of games though, Kyle. We've got plenty of games, man. We've got plenty of games.
Merchants, right? And then you got Greenwood is quick down the middle. Greenwood is quick down the middle. And I can see the connection tomorrow. If the ball is right, if Tellez gets that ball right, Greenwood slid in.
Absolutely. He could come forward as well, you know what I mean? And link up the play here. Yeah. You never know, man. And you can allow Diallo to get in behind here. Yeah. You know?
Of course. And Diallo makes brilliant runs. We already seen the goal.
Brilliant runs. You got Pogba here. Pogba's going to be the key here. Literally, Pogba. And he's got some people to aim for here. Mason Greenwood running behind. You got him.
Van der Beek in the box.
Yeah, absolutely. So for me, I think it's going to be a very, 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 very easy game tomorrow. But
so we're definitely not having Bruno on the team then. We're definitely not going for Bruno.
He needs a rest there, fam. He needs a rest.
Yeah, I've got Bruno on the bench. You got Brent anyway. Yeah.
They'll be on the bench. We bring them on.
Bench. You know, we've got plenty of team here. So for me, it's going to be a very interesting game. Very interesting game. But I think we'll get the job done. I really do. I'm confident. Normally, you know me, I'm very, very pessimistic about Ollie's style and whatnot. But these are the kind of teams. When I looked at Real Sociedad and the way they made a high line for our team, it was just a nightmare. Will it happen?
I remember I tweeted, I was like, after that game, I was like, please, can all the teams we've got to play till the end of the season play a high line against? Because we're absolutely deadly. We are absolutely deadly.
Deadly.
Yeah. Well, that's the team that we picked, guys. Guys, in the comments, what do you think of the team that we picked? Let us know. Please. Let us know in the comments what you think. Please share and subscribe. The link. We've got over.
Well, can we talk about the Ollie comments, the Ollie video about the Gale?
Oh yeah.
Have you guys seen the video? By the way, have you all seen the video?
Go on.
Do you know what? I've not seen any of the press conference.
I'm going to show you now. I'm going to show you now. I'm not. You know what it is? Yeah. I don't think this is. I'm not really liking it. You know, because at the end of the day, what does it say to the Gale who's trying to get a spot in the team? You know. Let me see. It might have been put down.
I think he's joking though. I think he's saying it in jest, isn't he? So
yeah, I think he got put down.
Now, to me, I just saw that as a bit of banter, man.
Yeah, me too.
I saw it as. I think it's for people there. I think he saw it as a bit of banter. Me personally.
Yeah, it is. Bro, 1 second.
This
I'm gonna put it now.
Saga is like is making more news than COVID, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, of course.
Right, can you hear it? You put up Nuruddin?
Yeah, 1 second.
Can you hear it?
1 second.
Yep, got it. Right. Can you hear it?
He's taking the piss. Yeah, he's taking the piss.
You know the thing is for me, I'm. You know what you just like for me. Why don't you just own it and just say who's your keeper? Just come out there, you know, get a strong backbone. Say, you know what, Abdicate is my keeper. Henderson's my keeper. I don't like this for me of this insecurity where you've got, you know. For me, if I was Abdicate and I was hearing that, I would not be happy with that because I'm like, you know what, it's serious time here. I need to get my place here. This is my number one spot. This is my spot, and for me, I don't know, man. I just look at it. I think it kind of stems of PRFC. It looks of, you know, how this football club's always portrayed. Because you only look at it when we even lost. You know, there's always these pictures, Man United pictures. They come out and they get those smiley faces, you know, when they're in the plane and whatnot. And for me, it's not a true reflection of what's going on.
No, listen, it's Neil Ashton, mate. Neil Ashton's
there. Let me go then. I know it is.
Neil Ashton, mate.
Daily Mail photos and everything ready for
propaganda, mate.
Yeah, I know, and that's what I don't see. It doesn't sit
propaganda PLC FC, mate.
I don't know what you think, Ali.
Propaganda. That's what it is. PLC, PFC, propaganda, mate. That's what that is.
Yeah, but I will say one thing on this, right? That United of old would, you know, if there is any disharmony in the squad, that was always kept under wraps, and it's only under Jose that it was all played out in public, and you know, about players falling out, and this is I don't pick this guy and I pick that guy, and this guy's let me down. So I don't think Ollie should come out and publicly state who his keeper is, because you might have to call on De Gea or Henderson at some point in the season, and then if you kind of diss them publicly by saying he's my guy and you're not publicly, you know, that can have a negative effect on De Gea, and then obviously that can have a negative impact on the rest of the squad, because he's obviously been there a long time, and he would have formed cliques with Spanish players, Spanish-speaking players like Bailly. So you don't want to upset everybody, you know. So it's about politics, isn't it? Football's about you got to handle the media in a certain way, because you can say one thing and they'll run off with it, they'll run away with it, and they'll make it into a bigger thing than it is. So I think that's just a bit, you know, he's just having a bit of a laugh. He's just taking the piss.
No, but the wider point is like
the wider point.
The wider point. Okay, let's say Henderson's the guy. Yeah. To me, he hasn't proved himself to be the guy yet. You know, I got to see him for a good year, doing business for a good year before I say, okay, he's the man over De Gea. I don't get why we're all getting that's what, because he can cross catch. He can catch crosses better than De Gea. Okay, yeah, you say that, but let's see him do it for a year, and then we'll decide he's the guy. So if I was Ollie, I'd be keeping De Gea sweet if I was him. You know,
well, exactly. Well, that's why you don't want
the wages and keep the wages down. Obviously, that's the board, but you know, as a manager, you got to keep De Gea happy. You know, he's still your main guy, really.
And that's the point I was making there. You can't come out publicly and say, you know, one guy's my guy and the other guy isn't, because then.
Yeah, but that's the British press, and also that's the British guys, you know.
Does it bode well though? The history is repeating itself with Romero. You know, that got brushed under the carpet by all the PR of Henderson coming back and he could be our number one, and you know, that kind of media kind of, you know, staunch, you know, for what's it called, Henderson. Romero's nobody knows. So you know, it just goes. It's almost like the media we watched of today. You know, when you realize it, and when they cover up so many things, that's what they've done with Romero. Nobody's talking about Romero anymore. It's like, you know what, Ollie's got it under control. So that's where I'm coming from, and I feel sorry for him and his wife. They've not played football for a year. What is it? Is he training? What is he doing? Nobody knows.
Yeah, do you know? I tell you, look. Do you know what I like and what I would do? I like Eric Cantona. When the seagulls follow the trawler, it's because they think sardines will be thrown into the sea. Thank you. Goodbye. Ollie in press conferences, just let them ask from now till there's ice in hell. What's going on in the club? As long as you know what you're doing, you've got two good keepers, and you've got a vision for August, just stick to that. All the press want is for you to feed them shit.
That's it.
Exactly.
Don't feed them nothing. Don't feed them nothing. Henderson is a very good keeper, had a good year last year. He's still got work to do. David De Gea is one of the best in the world, or was. His form has dipped, but it's a nice problem to have two really good keepers, as opposed to one keeper and another one that's got no pedigree and just comes in on a whim.
But you know, De Gea's not going to take that, though, is it? De Gea next season he'll leave. And then
well, point is, if he leaves, he leaves. But there's no point in feeding the beast now. We don't need any more nonsense. Do you know what I mean?
Listen,
Inside our camp. So let them ask from now till whenever they want. If the guy leaves, or he's leaving, or he's staying, or maybe the position is up
Is
for grabs.
Henderson any better than Romero? Let's be honest with you.
Romero's not done anything wrong. He's
know,
steady.
Well, there you go then. That's what I'm saying. Henderson
I'm
for
going to
me
remind you,
is he better than
Saeed,
Romero? I'm not sure.
Saeed, I'm going to remind you how my guys dropping like heavyweight champion when we
No. Yeah, listen, relax.
Listen to me.
I'm not having that. Henderson is a Europa League winner. He's a Carabao Cup winner. He's a loyal servant. For me,
they should have let him go to be the biggest thing.
There you go then. But I'm not sure. Hold on. I'm not sure if I've seen enough of Henderson to say he's even better than Romero. I'll be honest.
Now, listen, to me, Henderson's done well. He's done well. I think done enough. To me, I think I've already said it's on the Straight Jacket podcast. And I said De Gea is done out there for me. What I seen against Sheffield United for me was enough. There's enough times where I've protected him, I've supported him, I've been there for him for a long time, defending him, where everybody was coming for him. But to me, let me
talk to the premise. I said on the Straight Jacket podcast. Hold on. I said on the Straight Jacket podcast on Monday, right? Remember the time when we had Van der Sar in net, and there was a young keeper called Ben Foster. Did Man United go say to himself, Ben Foster is going to take us far? Even though for me, he did all right at Watford. He did all right on loan a couple of years.
Listen, Ben Foster did well. And guess what? Against Man City at home.
Man City.
I know, that's what I'm trying to say to you. So why would you put your eggs in one basket and say Henderson's a man?
Listen, at the end of the day, whether we like it or not, I think we need a new keeper. But listen, this is why
we're a top club, right? Maybe we're a top club, yeah? They'd go get all black.
No, but Man United,
we need a new keeper.
We're PLC, mate. PLC.
I know, but if Man United were a top club, they will go get all black.
We're not. Let me say something to you now, guys. I think, me personally, I genuinely think this is a tactic. I don't know why, but this is a tactic. No, it's a tactic. Yeah, it's crazy. Listen, I called that a long time ago. I said it a long time ago. Yeah. Brexit FC in full effect. But let me say something. I think Solskjaer's doing this on purpose to kind of like take the pressure away, so this becomes the talking point. Like how bad United are playing, the fact that United are not going to sign any big players this summer. It's taking away from all of this just to put that there. Also, what Irfan said is perfectly right. He's earning 350 grand. And if they want to go and sign Haaland or whatever, can I just say this something to you now quickly? I just want to bring everybody's attention, right? The Athletic the other day wrote an article, right? They wrote an article, the Athletic, that said that there's no way of Man United signing Haaland, right? There is hardly any chance of Man United signing Haaland. The article was up for a couple of hours. Couple of hours later, that paragraph about saying Man United are not going to sign Haaland got taken out of the article. Can you imagine that? Can you believe that? This just shows you about how much PR control Man United are, how much we are trending FC. We need to trend. And I just
stay relevant. Stay relevant.
Yeah, to stay relevant. That's what we are. I mean, it's that famous quote. It's that famous quote by Woodward. Woodward, 5-6 years ago, I think it's 4, 5, 6 years ago, he said, Man United don't need to be winning the league to be making money. He also said Man United are getting a mortgage on a house, but the actual house is a lot more worth than the mortgage, and that the house is making you money. This is who we are, guys. This is who we are, guys. But the conspiracies inside me.
Lasernomics.
That's how it is. It's not even nice. Woodwardnomics, mate. Woodwardnomics.
That's another one.
Woodwardnomics, mate. It's not even glazed. Honestly, I'm gonna bring a video out seriously about to tell the story of Ed Woodward, Matt Judge, and Richard Arnold. 3 bankers from the Bristol University. I'm hoping to try to get somebody from Bristol University who was there when they were there.
He'd probably get paid though. He'd probably get paid to lie.
Boys, I'm gonna have to jet.
Yo, peace.
Big up, man. Big up
the voice.
Nice. Enjoy the game tomorrow.
The only one deluded Man United fan, true United fan. Somebody said it in the comments earlier on. One deluded United fan. But you got fans, you got haters, you got fans, mate. That's how it goes.
That's how it goes, man. Good night, boys.
Good night. Good night.
Yo, there's about 80 of you in here, guys. Please share, like, subscribe. Irfan, I'm going to come to you now with this next topic. There's a young man called Zidane Iqbal who has signed his professional contract at Manchester United. He's the first Asian Arab heritage footballer, Mancunian, to sign a contract with Man United. Please explain to us, somebody obviously you are from Asian community, how that means for young footballers. Now, and we're not putting pressure on him. The fact that Manchester United have given 18-year-old Saeed Iqbal a professional contract, what does that say? And can you give us a little bit of background? When you played football, how was the racism in terms of getting scouted? How was it in terms of moving on to the next level? Because he was always blamed. The FA, the coaches would always come out. It's the culture. They want to play cricket. That game they want to play in the summer. They're not really interested in football. Can you please give us some context to this?
Well, look, in the 70s and 80s, in my era, yeah, so I was captain of the football team and I was captain of the cricket team. So I was a bit of a sport freak at school. Now, what I also used to do, I also used to play Sunday league as a teenager in an adult team, okay? So I saw every little facet of how it worked. And I'll be honest with you, yeah, looking back, I saw many guys that could have been pros in every position. Centre-back, right wing, strikers. I saw them all. Pakistani and Indian brothers who were deadly players, okay, who had serious skill. You'd see them in the men's league, yeah, and in the men's league, they used to call us N-word, P-word all the time. They used to throw stuff at us. We had guys used to ride on motorbikes across the pitch sometimes. That's how rough it used to be, okay, in the middle of the game. So, I've seen it all, bro. But what it is that, how many of us supported Man United? I don't know many that support Man City, but in my generation, there were so many of us. And the thing was, I expected this 15 years ago, not now. I'm amazed it's taken this long. Okay, fair enough. 30 years ago in my time, no way, okay? Mm-hmm. But I expected it. I mean, the thing is that's changed as well is the fact that they always said we were quite slight, we were too lean, too skinny and this and that. That's what they always used to say. But obviously because of tiki-taka and the 5'2" guys running football now, yeah, because you can turn 360 degrees, yeah. So when I look at Zidane, when I first watched him last year, I saw that he had a little glue foot, where the ball's on the left foot, and it's like glue. He's got beautiful close control. So I think the time is right, yeah. And I'm hoping it's going to change. It's going to develop more because it is a big, big thing. But I think it's going to take more than one. I don't think one's enough. It's going to take more than one.
I mean, we've already got a mixed heritage Asian player already in the Premier League. Chowdhury plays for Leicester.
Leicester guy.
Yeah. He's a fantastic player.
Yeah.
We used to have Michael Chopra. Was that Michael Chopra? He used to play for Newcastle. Yeah. He was a fantastic player as well. Striker.
But football is not about physicality so much. I mean, I'll be honest with you. I was DJing once, and I remember Ashley Cole came in the venue. Ashley Cole, I was DJing, and I swear to God, I could not believe how small and thin this guy was. I couldn't believe it. I swear to God. He was such a small, wiry guy, about 5'7".
I mean, look at Patrice Evra. Very slight, stocky, but very slight.
No, but he had
Ryan Giggs.
Ryan Giggs. I remember when you were DJing at that club. What was it called again?
The Circle.
Yeah, Ryan Giggs in there that night. I remember Ryan Giggs in there.
Yeah. So that's what I'm saying. So, it used to be about size, yeah? It used to be about physicality. Because, English football was always rough and tumble about physical side. And now it's obviously become continental. Let's face it, the foreigners civilized English football. Everybody knows that, okay? The foreigners came in and they civilized English football. They took it to the next technical level. Like I said, but I still think it's going to take about 5 more of these guys. I think it's going to take about 5 more of these guys. And then obviously the youngsters, the 10-year-olds, the 8-year-olds, the 12-year-olds, whose dad's supporting United, they're going to be over the moon.
Yeah.
I think generational
grassroots football though to help integrate everything now. You not only just see different, the same colors and races now. It's all integrated now. I'm seeing a lot of Pakistani brothers playing now. You know what I mean? They're good. They're good as us, man. You know what I mean? They're good as everyone now.
They've always played. We used to play in all Asian Sunday League as well. Keith from Bradford. It's the same. I think it's the other thing is the Muslim aspect of it. It's not.
Cultural differences. Yeah,
it's the Muslim aspect of it. When we get a British Somali footballer, when we get a British Pakistani, a Muslim. that's when we'll see the change. Muslim is still the sort of taboo in the room.
Yeah, of course.
That one that's got to get break. We've got to break that one.
No, but yeah, well, British Muslims, British Muslims, because we already have got Muslims. Ahmad, Pogba, they're already in the team.
British
No,
Muslims,
but I'm talking about homegrown British ones.
Yeah.
So we got Woodward in the house, guys. Woodward discipline. Woodward, I'm the best CEO. Can you see this, my guy here, just flexing like that? Coming to you, Saeed. Is there any pressure on this kid? Do we need to make sure that we don't?
For me, all this nonsense about Sancho, this and that, man. I think this is our future, man. Diallo. You know, I think we need to play him more. I think, you know what it is, a lot of people are thinking about Sancho, this and that, when they don't realize what you've got already in Diallo. But all he's talking about, he needs to, I don't know, bed into the system and bed into the philosophy. I'm like, listen, there is no philosophy, mate. Play the geezer. You know what I mean? Just play him and you'll find out. You only got to look at City, man. I know City are coached well, but Foden's playing week in, week out. These youngsters, Reina for Dortmund, they're playing. You got to play these kids. All this nonsense about, but he needs to toughen up. He needs to get with the physicality of the league. Come on, man. This league is a poor league, man. I'm telling you now. This Premier League that we all talk about is a very, very poor. It's an entertaining league, but it's a poor league. And
it's a poor league, to be fair. It's a poor league bit of it, because of the fact that the Rona's running a madness and there's no fans in the stadium.
No, I'm just in general. The quality of the league.
The players are playing every 3 days. They're playing a game, right?
Yeah, I know.
All of that.
It's a money league. It's a money league. It's a money league.
It's a money league.
Anyway, we got here, right? So somebody in the comments is saying, I'm scared for this, talking about in reference to Saeed Iqbal. Zidane Iqbal. I'm scared for him because you know the media and the top and foreign how to treat the foreign players. Well, he's homegrown, so I'm hoping
he's homegrown. They'll let him off. He's homegrown.
Yeah, he's homegrown. Munda, what do you think of Saeed Iqbal signing? What's the significance of a first ever Asian Muslim, signing the contract for Man United?
I agree with Irfan that I think that it is a significant step, but there needs to be more. It can't be just him and then another 15 or 20 years.
Yeah,
and also we want him to make the first team, don't we?
Of course,
and
I can't see it happening because one thing I would say about Ollie doesn't even use his subs bench. Never mind the youth.
Yeah,
he's all a hype because
it's all PR again. PR. That thing with Rashford with Shortire. That thing with Rashford and Shortire was PR.
I'm surprised that there hasn't been a press release already from Woodward about Zidane Iqbal and talking about how we've made our first significant signing, all the rest of it, right? And then we find out that it's a 17-year-old. But no, joking aside, he's a talented kid, and we've got a lot of talent in the younger age groups, and the positive.
Let me ask you a question, guys. Yeah. I know this is good for Zidane Iqbal and whatnot. Absolutely brilliant, you know what I mean? And we want more that year. But are you worried that, if Man United concentrate on the youth or whatnot, will it kind of, make us not achieve what we want to, you know what I mean? Because at the end of the day, I love, players coming through, but A, are they going to give me a chance? And B, is this a kind of an alternative option to kind of, not signing the players that we want to sign? I don't know because I look at City and I look at their ambition to put players into the first team. Foden, special talent. But Man United, I don't know if they're just doing it for PR or they're genuinely getting these guys and putting them in the first team. I'm not sure which one is which,
Listen, it's always been a mix and blend. It's always been to bring players through, to supplement that with super talented footballers, foreigners, and another really good players from the league. That's always been. That's how it's always been. But are we going to do that? Anyway, two things. I'm going to ask two questions to you guys because we're coming to an end of this. So two questions to you all. So the first one is, would you bring back Jesse Lingard? The second one is, do you think Man United will be making a mistake getting Ghana, 20-year-old Ghana, to come and play centre midfield next season instead of Matic? So first one, does Ollie need to bring back Jesse Lingard? Go.
No.
Irfan?
No, I would keep him. I wouldn't get rid of him just like that. I wouldn't.
Jesse Lingard?
I would keep.
Yeah.
I'd keep him.
I'm with you.
The question is, right?
Different. So Saeed, go on.
I'll bring him back because you know why? You know why? I've rethink about it because you know why? Because I feel like Man United, I don't think they're going to be able to get anyone of his quality or kind of, buy anyone to kind of do that quick movement. Because I think for me, Ole Gunnar Solskjaer doesn't know how to coach him and put him in a team. He has the kind of the high product, high end football in terms of Bruno. You're looking at Donny. But if you look at the flip side of it, I would sell him and I would do that for the sake of his own career. But if you wanted me to keep him, I'd absolutely keep him because at the end of the day, I don't trust Man United to buy a player. On top of that, if you sell him, are you trusting Man United to get that money and put it on something else? So I keep him selfishly. I keep him.
I'm just going to tell you now, guys, the way Man United play and the way he plays is not. Majority of teams that we play sit back and there's no space for him to run into. At West Ham, teams come onto them, attack West Ham, and then he can then get on the turn and do what he does. When Man United were playing counter-attacking football, he was an important part of that function of counter-attacking.
Yeah, he was. Even under Mourinho as well.
If we're going to become a more possession team, I don't think Lingard is the answer because but the fact that it's for him, it's not. I don't want to be selfish anymore. He's gone through a lot. This kid, he got racially abused by so-called United fans. So I want him to do well, and I think he's going to get better chance to play first team football. He's 28 years old. So why the hell he's got maybe 4 to 5 years left in the game? So why the hell wouldn't he want to come back? He's not had a massive major injury. I think he's a fit lad. He can play maybe till he's 35. So why would you come under that kind of spotlight and pressure and Man United and not get games?
Yeah, but Nuruddin,
I'm just following up for what
United though. He wants to play for United, surely.
Yeah, but just what you said, Dino, there, right? How confident are you that if we need to score a goal and we need to open up a team, that you can give the ball to Lingard and he's a number 10 that doesn't create.
He's a runner. He's a runner.
He's a runner.
He's a
creative player. So we need less of those guys. We've already got a lot of runners. We don't have any creative players over the Bruno.
Yeah, but Sancho does both. Sancho can do both.
Anyway, big up Eric Costello for the question. Big up, guys.
You see that, Norridin?
Please like and share and subscribe to the channel.
That, Norridin. We already got conundrum in Donny van der Beek. What do we do with him? He could leave next season. You know what I mean? So maybe it's just Lingard should go for his own sanity. Yeah.
Listen, for his own sanity, he looks like he's loving it there. He looks like he's absolutely enjoying. He's buzzing. So why would he want to come back? Because some people don't know that. We used to play football with his dad. Some people don't know that back in the day. Big up. So we want him to do well, man. We want the best for that kid because he's been through a lot. Personal problems. There's been a lot of it this season for him. So now he's turned the corner. He's fighting back into the England team. And that's what's happening. But anyway, guys, do you think Man United are making a mistake? I think Man United, me personally, this is what I said before the show to end, right? So let's see if you agree or disagree, guys. Mata should be headed out. Mata, good night, Vienna, even though he's my friend. Shout out to Mata, my friend. I'm hoping.
Apparently they're offering him a contract, apparently, 1 year contract. Apparently.
And me, I think tomorrow, I think we should loan, even if Brighton go down or whether they still go down, we should loan Gardner to Brighton. And for that, we should get first dip on Basuma. Basuma for Man United next season.
You mean Ghana, yeah.
Ghana, yeah.
But if we sell Lingard,
I'm thinking they're going to want to bring him back to play.
If we sell Lingard
Championship, bloody hell.
No.
If we sell Lingard to West Ham, should we not say Lingard plus 30M or 40M for Rice?
I would.
So that makes too much common sense.
I would do that.
I believe Man United should be looking at centre back and a CDM this summer, minimum. For me, because I think we're good going forward. We just need a CDM to stop McFred from happening, and then you have a quick centre half, so then you can have a high line, you can push forward, and then you can allow us to play football. But they're getting protected.
But I also think, I genuinely also think we need a proper competition for Wan-Bissaka. Because we already
Dalot can come back.
Tell us it's done Shaw's career at Man United. We need to come back to push Wan-Bissaka because I'm telling you now, Wan-Bissaka, teams watch him and think we're gonna get that ball in because he's not that great in the air. He's not positionally when that crossfield ball that comes from the right onto the left. He can't defend that ball. Every team's getting at us in there. Every team. But this is how I think. To me, if you said to me tomorrow, would you have Haaland and Sancho? I'd be like, no, I would want to use that money for a centre half and a proper CDM.
That's really sensible fans did.
That is what we need to do, is build the balance. Then the season after, we could go for Sancho and build.
Absolutely.
But a team like Man United cannot do 4. Are you?
I know.
4 signings.
But wait a second,
Man United.
Nuruddin, look, in centre half, Bailly, Tuanzebe, Maguire, Lindelof. Do you really think they're going to buy another centre half? Do you really think they are?
Yeah, I don't know. That's what you're thinking about the Glazers, though. We're thinking about us. That's not the problem. We need to think. You know what I mean? Like, that's the problem. You have to separate the mind. I was thinking like you, brother. I was thinking like you, but
listen, Jones is heading out.
I will sell by me.
Yeah, everybody wants to go. I mean, he can't stay fit, the guy.
He can't stay fit, man.
Corona, 1 minute he's crashing his car. I love him to bits. When he's on that team, he's so aggressive. He's so brilliant. But what's the use if he's only going to play 2 games in 3 months? And to be fair, he's not been getting picked as well. Ollie was saying he was injured for a long time. No, I won't get Ben White. I'm sorry. Nah.
He's in the back 3. He played the back 3, man. And he looked bad still.
That just shows you. Harry Maguire asked for him, specifically said, I want an English-speaking centre-half play next to me. What does that tell you?
Is that the truth, though? Or is that just...
That can't be true. Come on.
Mundo, that
I would get them to bring that comment about Samson.
Mundo, that is too specific. That is too specific to be not true. That, to me, that's somebody then making some absolute...
I know, yeah.
Bender up, right? He's absolutely bending the truth. That's somebody there sitting there with him. What can we come up with? That, to me, it's got too much detail to be untrue.
But what I don't understand is, right, we when we missed out on Upamecano when he went to Bayern Munich, all the press, everything that came out of the club was, we weren't interested because we want a left-footed centre-half. How come every centre-half we've been linked to now is right-footed?
It's crazy. Like we said in it, we are Speculation FC, mate. Speculation FC, Linked FC. This is who we are, mate. Hype FC.
The new one is PRFC, but the new one.
We are. You know
PRFC.
what? Yo, PR PLC, mate. PR PLC FC. That's what we are, mate. PR PLC. Yeah. That's where we are a company. We are a company. One moment. Anyway, guys, this has gone over an hour. Thank you so much to you all in the comments and everybody for interacting. Thank you. Tell them where they can find you, man, Saeed. Tell them where they can find the channel.
Yeah, man. Saeed TV, man. Nice and simple. SAEED. Saeed TV. Check me on there, man. Make sure to subscribe to the channel. But yeah, man. Thanks for having me, man.
Mundo, where can they find you? Where can people find you?
You can find me at Mighty Mundo. That's why I am on Twitter.
Irfan, where can people find you when you're not selecting the, you know what I mean?
I'm just Irfan Rainey on Twitter, man. My Twitter is politics. A little bit of football, mostly politics is my Twitter.
Well, let them know where they can find you, though. Let them know. Is it
Irfan Rainey at Twitter. That's it. Irfan Rainey.
Irfan Rainey, mate. Irfan Rainey. The Rainy City. So I'm going to answer this last question.
Yeah, I want him.
Yeah.
I'll take him.
I don't think it's going to come to us, by the way. We're begging out here, guys. We're begging out here.
FC.
We think we're that club, innit? We think we're that club that players want to come and play for Man United. Like it's going to go, that is the absolute, to come and play for a team that's playing in the Europa League. Are you having a laugh?
I know, man. That's what I keep saying, man. We're not getting anyone, man.
My guy's going to come. I've won how many? 5? How many Champions Leagues has he won? 4 or 5. And he's like, Europa League, Man United? No, thank you. No, thank you. No, thank you. Seriously. That's what we are, mate. Quicksand FC is straight away. Of course we are. Anyway, guys, thank you so much for every one of you. Please share, like, subscribe. If you're not already subscribed, share the link. Tell your friends. It takes 2 people. Bring out 3 or 4 people, 3 or your friends. Even if they don't watch the channel, to subscribe. Because we got to get the subscribers up there and get that monetization going. We got to build this community. So, peace, love, light, always. And we'll catch you after 10:30 tomorrow night to see what is going on. Let's see United. Or if we're all coming on here, we can either be going, get in there. We're through to the semi-final. Or we could all be coming here going, what is going on? What is going on, guys?
Now we'll win, man. 2-0, I'm going.
Let's hope that Ollie, the team that we picked, let's hope that the team that we picked and the team that Ollie was going to select, there's a mix mash, you know. There's about 5, 7 or 6 players that he's got in there. Some of the players that we picked. Let's hope that's what the team's tomorrow.
Not going to happen.
Hoping that he rests Bruno and he rests Rashford because Tottenham on Sunday is a big game, boys. Big game.
That's the big game.
Big game. But anyway, love. Peace.